totally
All right.
cut you off there, but
Oh,
all
you're
right,
good.
no more. Yeah, no more formalities, dog. We're gonna. I've been messing around too much. Let's start. Let's start getting into the predictions, man. Let's start with EA, one of the most money hungry people, one of the most money hungry companies that has ever been in the gaming industry.
Yeah,
They
they do
had
it
a
wrong, they will.
yeah, they've had a horrible year. They had a horrible 2017 where you had the Battlefront 2 fiasco with the loot boxes, you had the Mass Effect Andromeda, whatever the world that was, and then you had the dismantlement of the Visceral Games studio that did the Mass Effect, not Mass Effect, that did the Dead Space series. You had all that happen in 2017, um, but now they're back on E3, and I Polygon did an article, and they said that they would make a case for forgiveness. Now, in a way, I kind of see that happening because their forgiveness would be in a form of maybe a game, maybe announcing they wouldn't do loot boxes. It would be in a certain kind of form that would benefit the players. But at the same time, if they didn't, I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah.
Overall, where do you think EA would what direction do you think their press conference would go?
Okay, so for EA, I feel like they're going to go with, do their blockbuster game of Anthem, do
Yeah.
Battlefield 5, and they're really just going to try to hype those up. There shouldn't be any mention of loot boxes from them if they want to save any kind of reputation they have left. Like, I don't want to hear
Mhm.
anything about a microtransaction. All I want to hear about is we're doing this for the players. We're talking about community content. We're talking about, maybe a EA like video maker or something like that. You know how Battlefield 1 is
Mhm.
extremely pretty. If they made like a EA video maker or something like that and made that completely free to the community so that we could make Battlefield videos again, and stuff like that. I don't know. I really just hope that they don't say anything to piss me off. Because
I
I'll turn the
think
TV off quick.
I think they I think I'll get pissed off either way with them, to be honest with you. But I think you're right. They can't go in there. I completely don't think they're gonna go in there and say anything about loot boxes, but that won't mean necessarily that there won't be any in any games. We know for sure with Battlefield 5 that they decided to not do that route and they decided to not do the premium thing, which I feel like should echo around the whole camp of all of EA's developers and everything like that. I really want to know how Battlefield got that from Electronic Arts, of course. Like Dice, like did they go in there and say, yeah, we don't want to mess up Battlefield 5 before it even gets started. You know what I'm saying? But from Battlefield 5, while we're on the topic, what do you think you're going to see from them? Do you think they're going to have that big old multiplayer on stage showcase that they usually do where they have like a big old multiplayer match?
Oh, like
And
the
do you
big
think you'll
beta?
you'll see something like that? Yeah,
Yeah.
like a multiplayer
So
beta.
yeah, I love the big multiplayer betas because it has usually my favorite like streamers, my Battlefield streamers, Jack Frags,
Yeah.
Stone Mountain 64. Uh, they like go in there and they'll just be basically trying to break the game, but
Mhm.
you'll
They
see
they
them
just
explore the new avenues, the new movement modes. I really want to see how the
mhm.
new movement plays into the pacing of the game as in, from like they now have it to where you can crouch and sprint. Like, how is
Yeah.
that going to necessarily affect the way I play Battlefield? As a yeah, it's World War II too, so we're
Yeah.
still playing off of that.
That is crazy because yeah, I remember reading about that. That Battlefield had like the you can crouch and run, kind of sprint at the same time. They're having a lot of new animations and stuff like that. We might see a lot of gameplay and more information. Is there a lot more information you feel like you need to have from Battlefield 5?
No, I mean it looks pretty cool, man. Like, have you heard that they're going to have the Tuskegee Airmen in there?
Nah. I didn't
Yeah,
hear about that.
dude. They're gonna have the ski airman as like I think either as a playable action, or like you
Mm-hmm.
just have those kind of characters type of thing.
Mm.
And like there's new there's like new predictive recoil, as in the way that you
Mm-hmm.
shoot guns is going to have different types of recoil specific to the gun, specific to the type of gun. So your assault automatic weapons should not have the same type of recoil as your light machine gun automatic weapons and so forth.
Sweet. That sounds like a lot that's gonna go into this game. I'm really excited for Battlefield 5. Let's go to EA Sports. Now you know they're gonna have a montage of EA Sports. You're not a sports guy though. You don't even play Madden, do you?
I didn't play Madden since like 2011.
Right. I hear that. I hear that. I think they unrevealed the Ultimate Edition cover athlete. I believe it's Terrell Owens. And then they haven't. I don't think they revealed the new cover athlete just yet, but I know they're gonna show some. I believe they're gonna show some Madden. I don't really know where they're gonna go with like their career mode. They did the long shots thing last year, and it was kind of one of those like those Telltale games where they told a story, but there wasn't no true gameplay aspect with it. Like
Yeah,
it was kind of stupid. So
yeah.
then they're gonna show that. They're gonna show one of their biggest soccer games, which is FIFA. I saw a little thing of the reveal. Like there was like a reveal poster, I guess, of Ronaldo FIFA 19, which confirms that Ronaldo is again the cover athlete for FIFA, which I don't think so. I think it should be this guy named Mohamed Salah, who is a Egyptian player that came from Roma, went to Liverpool, and has decimated the English league with 32 goals. I said a lot of things you guys might not know, but hey, he's dope. He's dope. He should have been on the cover, but whatever. Do you think they'll show any NBA live?
Man, 2K, if it's not 2K, it's not gonna do anything. No, there's not gonna be NBA Live. They know where their power, they know where their
Yeah.
strengths at. Their strengths in Madden and it's in FIFA
The only reson why I'm
because
asking, they
those are the
showed
only
NBA
two
Live
series.
18 last year. They showed it last year.
Did that come out?
Yeah, it came out. You know what? Look, man, I played the beta or the demo of it, and like they had good ideas, but then 2K came out with the whole like my neighborhood thing, and I was like, damn, they did y'all like
Yeah.
that?
I mean, you
I was
can't
like,
really battle
damn,
against an established 2K. 2K
yeah,
is in there. Unless you give me an NBA Street or a new
mm,
play on basketball, there's not gonna
yeah,
be any like game-changing gameplay. I mean, think about it. It's still the same premise. We're still shooting. You're still shooting the ball. We're still trying to score goals. I mean, I was talking about FIFA in that last part, but yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
NBA Live versus 2K, it's still going to be the same niche basketball, use your right trigger to shoot type shit. Same
type
shit.
thing, yeah. AD said fresh cut. I appreciate you, man. I had to get looking right for E3, man. I think look, man, this is what I think. At NBA Live, that was the first, basketball game I was really into. If they can just keep pushing forward, just keep that's all like all you got to do is just keep moving forward. I don't know what 2K is doing this year, but just keep moving forward. We'll see where it goes. But EA's a serious money grabber. What about Star Wars Battlefront 2? What do you think they're going to show for Star Wars?
Ooh, some more DLC, perhaps maybe some free characters, some new
Oh, do
game
you think they're going to
modes.
really support that game still?
Shit. I mean, they could. I mean, it's still selling, or they could just give it away like they gave away Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
I'll take a free
I
game. Give me a free
You know what?
Battlefield
Okay,
game.
so you're saying they're gonna show maybe characters. I feel like whatever they do is gonna justify if they've given up on the game yet. You know what I'm saying? Like if they
Yeah.
do an expansion, that means they haven't. If they did like couple characters, little updates here and there, I guess they just have a team that's upkeeping it. But I mean, at this point, who's really playing? Like really, who's playing after that whole debacle of loot boxes? I mean, it's to the point a country is outlawing like loot boxes. Like, you can't play Star Wars Battlefront 2 in Belgium. I mean, who's there? But you know.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah,
yeah. It's considered gambling apparently.
well, you know what? If that's the case, I say I think they should just drop Battlefront 2 and give me my Boba Fett game.
Now you see what I'm saying, right? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So
I see exactly where
it
you're
needs to
coming
be.
from.
So hopefully we get that single player Star Wars game, story driven kind of thing, because that's why Visual Games left, is because, well, that's why they disbanded. They destroyed Visual Games, is because they thought the game was too linear. It was too story based, and they wanted to get rid of them. So that's the biggest problem with EA right now. That is
Yeah,
it is
the thing with Dead
it's
Space though
terrible.
was that it was a very niche game, but it was
Yeah.
so good, dude. It was
Mhm.
so good. And then all the spin-offs that they came off of that, from
Yeah.
the comic books to the straight to DVD animated movies. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, it was
Mhm.
awesome. And there was so
It was
much,
dope.
there was so much, to that universe that they just killed off by disbanding that company.
Yeah. In the comments, let me know what you guys think about EA's press conference. What you guys think is what games are going to be announced, what games are going to be shown. Uh, do you think they're going to show Dragon Age?
No, I do not think they're going to show
No.
Dragon Age. I think that's going to be like the what's the conference after E3? I think it was Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show.
I don't
Really?
think it will show. I don't think they'll show it here. I don't
You
think.
know what? I think you're right, because everybody on BioWare's team is working on Anthem, but don't leave EA out to leave like a small team of BioWare to work on Dragon Age, to like bring it out as quick as quick as they can to make the money. And then we
Hmm.
got a crap BioWare, we got another crap BioWare game, and then bam, there goes Dragon Age for a while. 80 says Forced Unleashed 3. That would be
Ooh,
sick. That would
that
be
would be
really sick.
great. But Starkiller's dead. So what do we do?
Man, they'd bring him back. For the money, they'd
But
bring him back.
I mean that would they would basically have to go with the alternate ending to Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2, where you just
Yeah.
go off into the fucking distance.
Unleashed 3
Fly
would be
away.
awesome, but they're not gonna do it. Like that is one of, because did I tell you we're gonna do our crazy prediction, a prediction that you think you know it's not gonna happen, but you're just
Half-Life
gonna throw
3.
it out there. Yeah, Force Unleashed 3. Mine is a Dead Space trilogy announced, and I would forgive EA.
Ooh, or Dead Space
Yeah, a Dead
Legacy
Space trilogy
remastered.
remastered. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give.
All
You
is
know what?
forgiven.
They're gonna wait a year and then they'll do the remastered. Because how long has it been
You
since they disbanded its Visceral?
a year.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they'll maybe get another 6 months, maybe, and then they'll hit it because they still have the IP, and so since they still have access to the IP, it's always going to be at
Mm-hmm.
their hands to just re-release it the same way they're re-releasing old PS2 games and all that other crap. It's just a matter of
Right.
timing.
What's your crazy prediction?
Um, New Splinter Cell game.
Oh, dude, that can really happen. You know, that's
Maybe a
funny.
new
That can
Splinter
really,
Cell.
really, really happen. Sam Fisher, boy, he gonna be looking old.
Oh, or Crackdown 3 being moved up.
Crack be, being moved up.
Yeah, because
That's
it just
funny
got
that you say that.
yeah, because they keep pushing it back. So like I would
Yeah.
just love for them to be like, we were just fucking with you. We're gonna give you Crackdown 3 for Christmas.
Wow.
The same way like when you first got the Xbox 360, Crackdown came and it was released. I think Xbox 360 was
I think it
released
was
around Christmas, right?
right. That's right.
Yeah, and so
I think
Crackdown
that
3
sounds
was
right.
yeah, that would be great if we got a Crackdown 3 for Christmas. Oh,
This dude, AD said NBA Ballers too. That I forgot about that game.
what? That would be sick. Or NFL Street remastered, or like a new NFL Street. That'd be cool.
Yeah, a new that would wow, that would be crazy. That'd be really crazy. Well, let's talk about the biggest game that's probably going to be at their conference, which is Anthem. Uh, we're talking about a game here that is under fire. BioWare has to really outdo themselves with this game. It's been noted to have maybe some microtransaction weird stuff going on with it. What do you think they're going to show with Anthem? Do you think they're going to have a lot more info? Do you think they're going to show gameplay, multiplayer? What do you think they're going to show?
Oh, I think they're going to actually show gameplay. They have to show gameplay
Yeah.
to save face from that debacle of so
Mm-hmm.
you know how it was so scripted in their
Yeah.
initial
It was
release.
terrible. It
Yeah,
was cringeworthy.
and remember the buttons they just used like Photoshop or whatever to put the buttons
That
on
is
the
so
actual video.
stupid.
And I was just
Oh
like,
my god.
this is ridiculous. Like, like it's a great premise. It's basically Monster Hunter meets tribes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to choose your whole outfit and, work with your squad and all that. But I don't know, it's gonna be great if they just show us real gameplay,
Mm.
somebody actually up there playing the game, going through it with us, saying this is gonna be cool, this is gonna be cool, this is gonna be cool, like like we used to get in old E3s.
Yeah. What is the main feature that you think the game is gonna have?
It's probably gonna be the customization of these suits, and making
Right.
them more specialized towards what type of monster you hunt, or
Mm-hmm.
what type of environment you are more suited to.
Right, because
It's
they have like the night kind of thing. They have like a more like slimmer suit that's like stealth wise or something, or more like light on its feet.
Yeah,
It's
like the
something like
ranger
that, right?
suit. It was like so in
Yeah.
the trailer it was like she said I was going to use my ranger suit and try out some of the upgrades, and the dude was
Right.
talking about he was using the Colossus suit. So with those being the names, I mean, yeah, it sounds exactly like Tribes. Have you ever played Tribes?
Nah, I haven't. Is that on PC?
No, it is PC, but PS2 as well. As in,
Mm.
as in you choose your class, as in light, medium, and heavy, and you go from there. As in, it's like your body inside of a little suit type of thing. Yeah, mech
Mm-hmm.
suit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's move on to Microsoft. This is wow. This is a developer that really, well, not a developer, a publisher that really needs to kind of like get the games coming out. They really need to get the exclusives rolling because in my opinion, in my honest opinion, they're losing the console battle.
Yeah.
Simply when it comes to you have the strongest console, but you don't really have. It's like having a really good gun. You don't have the ammunition for it. You have a great console, but you don't really have the games that support how good your console is. It's almost PC power, but you don't have any games that really show off that power of that game. So I think in the beginning, I know for sure they're gonna show Forza.
Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna show
Forza.
Forza Horizon 4. They're gonna have to. I already know that's the golden boy for them. It's always a beautiful racing game. It's always a
Hmm.
beautiful game just in general. Um, do you know Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, I hope and expect more from Sea of Thieves because I expected a lot from it initially, but it just turned
Mm-hmm.
out to be a what do you call it? I don't know. I can't think of the
It's
word.
kind of a bone dry game.
Yeah, as in it's just you travel, you kill some skeletons. There's no real antagonist, there's no real story, there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
real, there's no real driving force other than I'm trying to get new skins or, you know, it's nothing worthwhile. You don't
Yeah,
get
that's right.
anything that you want. It's more or less they're just giving you stuff that they say you should want. And,
Yeah.
it's a scam.
We're seeing some updates from them though. We're seeing there's like a Megalodon update, the big old shark. They have that
Yeah, I
update.
saw that.
They need to talk maybe a couple more months down the future. I think they need to kind of tease a lot more updates because this game it has so much promise with it, and it has a player base, of course, and I think it's one of those games that it's a work in progress,
Yeah,
nonstop. So
like
they kind of gotta tease that.
they should do like ghost ships or something. But I feel like they're waiting
Yeah.
for Halloween, and they should do like ghost ships and phantoms and stuff like that. Play more to the lore of being a pirate, because you got to
That's kind
remember
of cool.
pirates are really superstitious. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so let's
That's kind of cool.
let's get some black dots. Like from Treasure Island. You get the black dot, and now you can't get off the ship or something, or you're cursed, or you slowly lose health more than normal. Let's throw in
Right.
some actual lore from being an actual pirate, instead of
Mm-hmm.
just a megalodon, because there's a new megalodon movie coming out too. So I mean that's just
Oh yeah.
ironic.
Yeah, right. That really is. Let's talk about some of the exclusives that need to come out. What big games that need that? What big games do Xbox need to kind of shovel out there to let them know that the Xbox One X is the best console?
Halo 6.
Bam.
I
There
mean,
you go. What else?
Halo 6, and then you're also going to have to do
Gears of War 5.
Crackdown 3. No, Crackdown. We have to have something
Of
from
course.
Crackdown. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if you don't get
Oh yeah.
anything from
No.
Crackdown, then Microsoft's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I
stick a
think
fork in
you're
them.
hitting the nail on the head there. I think Crackdown needs to come out. They need to have a release date, and it needs to be great. It
Yes,
needs
it
to be
has to be.
great. And I
Like,
understand. I mean, they want the whole city to be destroyed, and Xbox One X has that power. Well, let's see it.
or even at least
Let's
just give me
see it.
another Terry Crews trailer. You know? I like those. Those are cool.
Yeah,
Those are
he
well
was really
worth it.
funny.
Yeah.
Trevor, my man Trevor. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Trevor. That's right. Happy birthday, dog. He says
Happy
Sony
birthday, man.
Master Race. Yeah, he
Oh,
says Sony Master Race.
have we even got the
PC,
Sony
but
yet?
in the console, yeah.
We
What'd
haven't
you
even
say?
got this. We haven't even got the Sony yet. Shoot, I
Nah,
got a
we haven't,
full
but he's
list,
saying it
man.
because we're on he's saying it because we're on Microsoft right now. But I think personally, it needs to be Crackdown, it needs to be Halo 6, it needs to be Gears of War, and we need to get a reveal announcement of Fable 4.
Ooh, man,
Mm-hmm.
Fable 4.
Mm-hmm.
That would be legit. Like that would make
That
me so happy.
it'd be dope.
It
It'd be
would
dope
be.
because look, you got your Crackdown, you got Halo, you got Gears of War, you got Fable, you got your big, you got your big exclusives right there. The exclusives that everybody knows. And then, what's his name? Not Todd Howard. What's the other guy name? What's the guy for Microsoft? Whatever. The CEO came out and said, they're gonna invest more money into more developers and more development towards exclusives. Well, let's start seeing those exclusives. So if you have 4 big time exclusives coming out, maybe
Hmm.
show about 3 or 4, not smaller ones, but ones from other developers with different ideas, new IPs. And I think Microsoft would actually have a successful press conference if they do something like that.
Yeah, as in open it up to some of the smaller companies to work on some
Mm-hmm.
bigger type of games. Yeah, that would be great.
Of course.
But
And
it's
and
just
back those
Microsoft limits
companies
himself.
up. Yeah. Oh yeah, back those companies up. Don't get in the way of the creativity and try to change this and change that. That's how we lost Scalebound. Um, my crazy prediction for Microsoft is going to be Halo Battle Royale.
Ooh, that is very seeable. As in, like, it will be
That
its
is
own
crazy.
individual, like, they can make that its own individual game. Just Halo Battle
Yeah.
Royale. That would be it. I mean, that's
Drop
all you have
everybody
to
on the
do.
planet of Reach. Yeah. Just drop
Yeah,
everybody on the planet of Reach and go at it.
that
Yeah,
would
go
be
at it.
actually be pretty cool. I would actually play a Halo Battle Royale game, and I'd probably play it
Yeah.
like consistently, because I can see it as a type of almost like Escape from Tarkov,
Mm-hmm.
as in you're in a
Yeah, I get what you're
dilapidated
saying.
city. You're facing not only the Covenant, but you're also facing rogue Spartans. That would be clean.
Yeah.
Whew.
That'd be really sick. Let's move on to Bethesda, man.
Okay.
Bethesda had a weird year last year. It was like everything was Skyrim's coming to this, Skyrim is coming to this, Skyrim is coming to your mom's house, Skyrim is coming everywhere. Like Skyrim came out for the Switch that year, and then it came out for VR.
Hmm.
And then the biggest game last year was Wolfenstein.
It was great, and it was well worth it.
Mm-hmm. Great game, great franchise, but I kind of still feel like it was short and it was very lackluster. There wasn't a lot to talk about. They didn't speak on their new RPGs, but this year I feel like is a big step up, and they're talking about they're gonna have a longer press conference anyway. So we saw Rage 2 at first. We talked about Rage 2 about what, 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, that trailer was sick, dude. I
It
really
was
enjoyed
awesome.
watching that.
It was super, super awesome. I'm really excited, man, because you have two developers that are really good working on one game. It's gonna have two kind of styles. You're gonna have the shooting that's kind of with Doom, and then you're gonna have the Mad Max kind of world. You get what I'm saying?
That yeah, that whole
Yeah.
apocalypse effect. Yeah, that's great because you can go so many different ways with that. You know, whether
Mm-hmm.
you want to be like, I'm just gonna be a straight dick and just just kill everybody, or I'm actually gonna play the game, play the story, see what's going on, build my character, or you can just be a dick.
And just, yeah, just screw off everybody. What about Fallout 76? What are we gonna hear from that?
I feel like that it might be going to an online aspect for Fallout. I feel as in from what I've been reading in the documentation from them from Bethesda, they said they may be going towards a slight online element, which looks
Mm-hmm.
really cool. And then what else? West
But the
Virginia.
thing with Fallout, I think, is it's I, I think they still have a lot to say because all the online stuff is just speculation, right?
Well,
Nothing has
yeah,
been set in stone.
but I mean, they did ask the CEO, and he said they may be going there. Speculation or not,
Mm.
that's still better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess that's right. I guess that is right. Arcane Studios is talking about having a new game also, which is the developers of Prey 2 and Dishonor, but it's going to be a new game, new idea, new IP. Any ideas about that? Have you heard anything on that?
No, but didn't Arcane didn't make Turok, did they? No, they didn't make Turok. But
No, I don't remember.
let me see. I'm sorry because I'm thinking of the original Prey because it had the Native American dude, and Turok
Yeah,
had
that's
the
right.
Native American dude too. That's what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
yeah,
Sorry. No,
yeah. No, no, I get
from
you.
from Prey, I'm not really expecting a lot. It was really hard for me to get into that game. Like it was a beautiful game, but it was like
Hmm.
really hard for me to like get into the story of what was happening. Maybe that's just me in
Hmm.
particular. But
You
I
talking
did
about Prey 2?
enjoy, no, for Prey 1. So
Oh,
like taking that over to Prey 2, I don't really know what to expect, you know?
yeah, I completely understand that. Um, Prey 2 didn't really. I played, think the demo. It really didn't sit with me right. Um, and Dishonor was a good game. I think Dishonor was a pretty good game. What about Elder Scrolls Online? I talked about me and Trevor and my man Mac. We talked about Elder Scrolls Online a little bit. It's not really anything for me in Elder Scrolls Online, but they just released a new map expansion. Do you think anything else is gonna happen with that?
No, I think they're just gonna let the map do its work. People are just gonna
Right.
run around, explore. They'll come up with some things to complain about here and there, but otherwise they'll just be happy that they have a new map.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Doom sequel. Doom 2
Ooh, that has potential. Uh,
has potentials, right?
yeah, I mean they could bring back a whole bunch of people. I mean, because Doom and Doom 2 would be like game changing because
Mm-hmm.
Doom's gameplay was so solid in the first one that if they just build upon that and maybe introduce new guns, increase the the fatality the fatality like moves, you know, the
Yeah.
melee fatality moves, then
Hmm.
that could work out really well.
I think they would announce it, and I think it would be for VR also.
Oh yeah.
Also, I think they're gonna announce their biggest game, which is coming in between Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls 6, apparently. Uh, Project Starfield, that we've been hearing for the past like 3 years. I think we're
What?
gonna finally get a reveal of that. Yeah, an RPG space game. Yep, I think we're finally gonna get a reveal of that, and I think it's gonna
Wow.
be dope. I think it'll be an announcement. If we're lucky enough, maybe a gameplay trailer.
Do
If we're
you
lucky
think
enough.
that? Okay, so have you heard of Star Citizen?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you think that Starfield could potentially be the Star Citizen killer?
Mm, no,
Because Star
no,
Citizen
not at
has
all.
been in development forever, and if
Yeah,
they're able to get a true RPG space adventure game out, then what the hell do we need Star Citizen for?
yeah. I get,
Because
I
they've
guess
been
that.
taking
Yeah, I get what
forever.
you're saying. I get what you're saying. But it's just been, they need to really get something awesome out because they need a void for Elder Scrolls 6, and that's what my crazy prediction is. Elder Scrolls 6 will be teased. It will be just Elder Scrolls 6, and that'll be it.
Yeah, or it'll be like a moving in what do you call them? A zoom shot. You know, like a zoom
Yeah,
shot on Elder Scrolls 6 across maybe a terrain that they've just created just for that trailer or something like that.
yeah, absolutely. Any
Oh,
crazy prediction from you from Bethesda, and what does Bethesda need to do to have a successful press conference?
ooh, my crazy prediction would be that they make a fully online Fallout with Fallout 76. So that's
There you
crazy
go.
enough for me.
That is
And
crazy enough.
also for Bethesda to do a good job, they just gotta do what Bethesda does best. Play to the
Hmm.
story, man. You know, they tell the greatest stories, man. So
So stay strong with the single player games.
as long as they continue to tell the story, and oh yeah, stunts for graphics, then we should be fine.
They should be good, right?
Oh, or
Let's
maybe
move
some
on
new Wolfenstein
to.
stuff.
Oh yeah, 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 maybe a little DLC. So let's move
Yeah,
on
that'd be
to
great.
the people across the pond on the Pacific, the Japanese Square Enix. Um, Square Enix has a handful of announcements they can do. They have a handful of good content coming. They're gonna kind of show people why they should be amongst Ubisoft and Bethesda. They're gonna kind of. I feel like they're gonna show because they have Shadow of the Tomb Raider in
Ooh,
their pocket. Yeah, they got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Did you forget that they were making a new Avengers game? The same people that are making Tomb Raider are making a new Avengers game.
like an actual Avengers game, like with Captain
Yes.
America, like almost like a
We don't
Marvel
know
Ultimate
who's gonna be
Alliance.
in it though. We don't know who. Maybe Ultimate Alliance. We don't know exactly what's going on or who's gonna be in it. But they are Crystal Dynamics, the people who are developing the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, are creating a new Avengers game.
Wow, PS4
Yeah,
or
I think it's gonna
wow,
be maybe for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Yeah.
that's gonna be cool if they
Yeah,
do it
it's gonna be
right.
pretty sweet. If that is, yeah. But you know what? I think Crystal Dynamics has gotten their stripes for reviving Tomb Raider. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're in good hands. I mean, who would you want in charge of it? Would you want Square to have a multi-year deal with Marvel or EA?
That's I don't know, man. Like for me, I almost want Arcane to do it
Oh,
because they did
Bethesda.
such a because like I don't trust no one else with like
Yeah.
superheroes. You know, unless it's
Oh, okay.
Activision. Like Activision did Spider-Man right, so I trust them with a superhero game. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know about Square Enix because they haven't had that trial by fire with any like superhero game yet. You know,
Mm.
they should just throw
So
out an Aquaman game and
all
see
the
how they do.
hundred all the 100 Final Fantasy games wasn't good enough.
No, no. I mean, that's a great. It's a great story. It's a great
Yeah,
story.
great
Like
game,
I
great
played
series.
Final Fantasy 15, but
Hmm.
the action is not like the same. You know, it's more like you're watching
I
a
understand.
movie and you're experiencing something versus you're actively playing a part in it. Like when I'm playing as Batman and I'm countering everybody and I'm whooping that ass, you know, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm whooping that ass. While in Final
Oh,
Fantasy, I
okay.
feel like I'm more or less I'm taking in a story,
Hmm.
experiencing this from like if I'm reading a book, you
So the
know.
developers Crystal Dynamics though. Have you played have you played a new Tomb Raider game?
I have played the new Tomb Raider game. It is great.
Okay. Okay. Cuz that's who's going to be working on the game. So I guess I
I
see
just
what you're
don't
saying.
know. It's
Yeah, I
scary.
know. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. It might not be what you're thinking. So, I mean, we're just going to have to look. But let me tell you something, Charles. This is not the biggest focus on Square's conference. The biggest focus is when the hell are we getting
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts? Where? When? Where is it at? When are we getting it? Like,
uh,
it's been 12 years since it's been 12 years since Kingdom Hearts 2. It's about that time, dude. And you've shown all this stuff. You've shown all these trailers. It's about that time. And this is my prediction. It will be announced. It's going to get the release date of September
yep,
14th, 2018. It will get a release date, and that will be the release date.
yep. It's gonna be this year.
Yeah, it has to, or I'm going Godzilla all over them. Like I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna
Oh,
be so mad.
dude, Kingdom
Oh
Hearts 3
my.
is gonna be cool. Like I saw the Monsters Inc. world, and some of the gameplay
Mhm.
from that looks really cool. And it looks like they have new Heartless as well. So, you know,
Absolutely.
I'm looking at some of the new gameplay elements that they're introducing, new keyblades, and some of the new
Mhm.
characters. You know, taking back to being a kid again. You know, I mean, I don't like Disney characters now, but I like Disney characters then. Like the new
Yeah,
Disney
I was about to say
characters
I like
suck.
I like Disney characters fighting against like Heartless and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I don't know where the story's going because Kingdom Hearts does have a very complex story that only like if you're really into it, you'll really get behind it and understand it.
Mhm.
Um, but I just want just whatever makes Kingdom Hearts good, which is the fighting, how it's evolved, how it's gotten faster. But the only thing I don't like about it is like a lot of like in the air kind of combat, and I'm like, this thing is just going all over the place. Like that's how the newer games have been though. It's been like press triangle to do this and then keep doing this, and it's a whole bunch of combos they added in. So I'm a little on
Oh,
edge about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel like they're gonna take the Final Fantasy 15 fighting method and put it in put it in Final Fantasy. Not no, they'll take the Final Fantasy 15, you know, button controls and everything,
Mm,
and they'll try
yeah,
to apply
yeah.
that to Kingdom Hearts 3, and that might not work.
Maybe I guess that at the end of the day we just gotta see. Hopefully we get the release date. So Trevor, in the comments, man, let me know what you think is gonna happen with Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 14 online. Let me know if you think there's going to be any new content for that because I think you guys just got a new expansion pack for Final Fantasy 14 online. I played a little bit of that. I like that. That was cool. What about the Final Fantasy 7 remake? Do you think we'll finally see like more gameplay of that?
We might. I'm not sure yet. I haven't followed that one as closely as I should have.
Mm. Oh, okay. I am excited because you are basically doing one of the best Final Fantasy games and remaking it, and it's going to be a lot like Final Fantasy 15 with the fighting. But Leon is one of the best fantasy characters, so I'm really excited for that.
You got a
Um,
crush. Oh, that's what you got.
any crazy prediction for Square Enix
Um,
Kingdom Hearts 3 Battle Royale?
yeah, that's going to be our crazy predictions for everyone. um,
Yeah. Pick the main franchise and add Battle Royale at the end.
Basically, Hitman 2, Battle Royale. Rage
Gangster.
2, Battle Royale. Super Smash
That'd be
Brothers.
dope. Battle Royale. It's already a Battle Royale. It's basically already one. Like, oh my god.
Metro Exodus.
Oh my god.
Battle Royale. Come on.
Exodus. All right, Ubisoft. I've been man. In the last 2 years, I've been on their side. I used to always criticize Ubisoft for a lot of things, but I think after we've kind of seen what the Division, the Crew, Watch Dogs,
Origins.
and
Assassin's Creed
Origins, and what's the other game? Ghost Recon. Once we've seen what those games are like, I think, yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think once we've seen what those games are like, we don't necessarily ask too much of them anymore, because when Watch Dogs 1 came out, I mean, we thought that was going to be the game to kill all games. We thought that was the GTA killer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We thought the Division was going to be the game that put Destiny aside and be the game that everybody plays forever, but it's not necessarily that. But the game I am very hyped for is the Division 2, because I do like the setting of it, and I do like the idea of the Division 2. I really do. I think they're going to finally show an official look. You said what?
Give me zombies.
Yeah. Give me zombies in the Division 2. I mean, it makes sense with the story. So I hope they share the setting. It'd be cool if it was in Los Angeles, but I hope it shares the setting. They have the official first look of the Division 2. And are you hype? Any hype? Any hype from the Division 2?
I am in love with Ubisoft. I am so ready for what they have laid ahead for us. As in, they got you saw the new Assassin's Creed Odyssey trailer, correct?
Oh, dude, we're getting let's talk about that right now. Sparta,
so,
dude.
I mean,
Sparta.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm ready to see how that works.
That is awesome.
But you see how
that is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We both like, go ahead. Yeah.
So basically, you see how they're.
We so excited we can't even figure out who's gonna say what first. Go ahead,
Right.
Charles. I'll let you go first.
So I was just gonna say, man, it seems like they're running with a theme of the not mid ages, but like Egypt, Greece. Like it seems like they're going through Europe during some of the transitional periods of time. Like this is probably going to be like the fall of Rome or the fall of Greece or something like that. And how assassins played their part in that, or you might even play a Templar. You never know. You can't tell with Assassin's Creed these days.
You really can't. I think what I've been more impressed with Assassin's Creed is what I liked about Origins was they took a different approach. They did more of an RPG style. I like that. Even though it wasn't done like to the point it was the greatest, but it was a pretty good game. And the characters, they've been doing a great job with the characters. I think Barack was a really good character, actually. He was serious, but then he was kind of funny at the same time. I can't really explain it, but I did like Odyssey, and I really did like Origins, but I think Odyssey is going to be so cool because it is in that, like you said, that Greek that Greek timeline. And I think it's about time they did it, and I'm super excited for that. And I think the teaser trailer was funny because it was just like everybody knew it was gonna be like, "This is Sparta," and kicks the dude right over the thing. So, and the mythology that comes with this era is gonna be sweet, so awesome, and I can't wait to assassinate Odysseus and Achilles and all those people.
Hey, did you see the Beyond Good and Evil 2? Like, I think that's going to be a big reveal too for Ubisoft this year.
Did you play the first one?
No, I didn't. But you know what? I got my GameCube at the house. I just gotta go buy the game.
Maybe we might see official gameplay of that, or maybe another trailer. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, we have seen some gameplay it's not actual gameplay, but as in the dev environment, we've been able to see the ships, see the whole jetpack and how that works. Some of the textures for the character models look like stunning, like beautiful, and I really look forward to flying my ship across the universe and stuff like that, and Beyond Good Evil too.
I think that's gonna be super sick. Oh, you know what game I'm really hyped for? You know what game I'm surprisingly good at that Ubisoft makes?
What?
Just Dance 2019. No, man, I ain't hyped. They're gonna get up there. We already know they're gonna get up there and they're gonna dance on stage with Just Dance 2019. I played Just Dance 2019. It's a really good family game, but I played it once and I actually won. I was like, damn, your boy ain't got no rhythm, but hey, I still won at it. That's what's up. So, real quick before we get off Ubisoft, For Honor and Rainbow Six. What's next for those two titles?
Most likely season 7 for Honor dropping. Season 7, as in they'll be dropping maybe some new content, some new skins for the characters, and also maybe some different buffs for the characters. As in, some moves are more powerful than others, and you got to always even them out.
Yeah.
This is for Ubisoft, right?
Yeah, still Ubisoft. What's your crazy prediction for Ubisoft also?
Oh, that Division 2 gets zombies.
Division 2 will get zombies. I like it. I think there will be another Nintendo collaboration with Zelda and Rabbids. Zelda Rabbids.
I expect maybe a new Rabbids game. That's always expected.
Watch Dogs 3 will go online.
Ooh, Watch Dogs 3 would be
nice. Watch Dogs 3 Battle Royale.
You know what? Or even Watch Dogs 2 Battle Royale DLC.
Wow, that would be.
Wow,
that'd be so funny. It'd be so funny.
Drop 5 gigs for that patch real quick.
So we're coming on the hour mark. So we're gonna go ahead and get to Sony and Nintendo. So let's start off with Sony real quick. Sony is in a position. Yeah, they're in a position of power right now. They have all the greatest exclusives. One of the best selling consoles. One of the best publishers, to be honest. They've been focusing more on the single player aspect. They have Game of the Year in their hands right now with God of War, which has been amazing. But this E3, they're gonna specifically talk about Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and Last of Us Part 2. Let's start off with the fact that Bloodborne 2 could be a game.
Yeah. So that's going to be great. I didn't get to play as much of the first Bloodborne as I wanted to, but I know it plays a lot like Dark Souls. And if it's anything like Dark Souls, the story and everything like that, I'm down.
They showed a little teaser trailer of a From Software teaser trailer. It never said what it was, but everybody thinks it's going to be Bloodborne 2. I have a very funny story with Bloodborne. I'm going to do a video on it, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because it's going to be hilarious. Do you think there will be a God of War DLC?
Ooh, yeah. But I haven't played God of War 4 enough to know what could be DLC.
Right.
Because you can generally tell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Towards the end, there's a lot to be said and a lot to be known. So, yeah, definitely. Let's start off with Spider-Man. So, they gave out the release date already. They showed a little bit of gameplay. September, dude. And they gave out the DLC information. But what else are they going to show? They're going to show official gameplay. I mean,
they're going to give us 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. And it'll be like the beginning of the game, or it'll be like a boss battle, or it'll be just almost like a level, but it'll be like a scenario leading up to the boss.
Which is, I think it would be pretty sick. Ghost of Tsushima is being developed by Sucker Punch, who did the infamous games. I'm really excited because this could be kind of like Splinter Cell, but Japanese, feudal Japan style. Like it's gonna be like a stealth-based Japanese game.
Didn't Sucker Punch make Drake's Fortune? Or is that no wait, that's Crash Bandicoot.
That's Naughty Dog. Yeah, nah, Sucker Punch, not Sucker Punch, no.
Okay, so yeah, I'm really excited for Ghost of Tsushima, as in they explore maybe the Ronin concept, maybe if they're gonna do like a story type thing, or is this like you're gonna be put into different roles in the medieval Japanese universe? As in, like, you could be like a shogun's guard, or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Or maybe you could be like a budding warlord and you're building your army of Ronin to take over Japan. I don't know. It would be so cool if they maybe explore some of those elements.
Tashelle said, I don't know much about that one, but I love Japanese-based games in feudal Japan. I think this game, like you said, Tashelle, you're not behind because a lot of people do not know a lot about this game. They didn't come out and say too much, but I hope that they had a hard year of development last time we heard about it. And I really want to see some gameplay of this. I want to know exactly what we're getting with this game because I think a feudal Japan game that's stealth-based, open world stealth base. Oh my goodness, come on now. We about this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be like, it ain't gonna be nothing like Neo, but we do appreciate Neo for being like a Japanese Dark Souls, you know what I'm saying?
Or what if it's like a Japanese Red Dead Redemption?
That'd be Japanese anything. Japanese Halo, it'd be cool. I think it'd be sweet. All right, so Death Stranding. That what is that? Hideo Kojima's game?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Legend
that's gonna be
himself?
crazy. Like, and there's no gameplay whatsoever yet. They just got trailers.
Trailers and a lot of like story content, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Man,
Do you think we'll get a
that's
release date?
man. I think we'll get a month. A month?
We might get a year, dude. We might get
Oh
like
wait,
2020.
it is Hideo. If it's Hideo, there's no telling
Yeah.
because like we were all thinking we were gonna get Metal Gear Solid Guns and Patriots like right then and there, and what was it, like another 3 extra months, and then we got it
Mm-hmm.
with the
Wow. It's
PS3. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm really excited for Death Stranding. I really
Mm-hmm.
like that he chose. I forgot the dude's name, the dude from Walking Dead. But I mean, he's a great actor. But also,
I know
like,
you're
it's
talking about,
just
yeah.
gonna, it's just so much new, so many new concepts are introduced in the trailer. From the whole dude aging, like right in
Mm-hmm.
front of your eyes and dying, and then like from the other, like the baby in the little circular thing on his chest, and
Yeah.
and
Weird
then the other,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, him waking up naked all the damn time. What the
Yeah.
hell?
All the damn time. All the damn time, always waking up naked. Trevor says, sorry I'm minutes behind, but Final Fantasy 14 isn't getting anything. Maybe a Blitzball tease. Blitzball, yeah, that's what they did on Final Fantasy 10, right? They did Blitzball. I wonder how I would watch that. That is a cool little sport. That'd be cool if it went to Final Fantasy. So Horizon, do you think there's gonna be a Horizon Zero Dawn 2?
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be a Horizon Zero
But
Dawn
this
2.
early though? This early though?
Not now, no. No, that there should not be any like anything new whatsoever.
Yeah. Lorena's asking me if we went offline. No, we didn't. But since we've been online for a while, like I just dropped like small amounts of frames, so I guess it's just restarting itself. So you guys should be back with us in a second. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I think Guerrilla Games just needs to hold on. Like take it maybe a few years back. Well, not too long back. Maybe take it one more year. You can. I think they might announce it, maybe say they're working on it, but I think it's a little too early for that because they did have a DLC that came out last year for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. They just released that Winter like DLC like last year.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I mean they can really just play off the first one and keep doing DLC. There's
Mm-hmm.
no rush for them to release a Horizon Zero Dawn 2. You know, they
Absolutely.
have the game is fast enough and the world is open enough to where they can create all these different mini stories. If they wanted to, they could create different characters for the DLCs too, and just make it a part of the game.
Right, right. I think Guerrilla Games is. I mean, they're back on top when it comes to PlayStation exclusives because they're a really talented team and they made a really great game. What is your crazy prediction for PlayStation 4? For PlayStation 4 for Sony?
Oh, it is going to be mm, Days Gone is going to be the shit, and they're going to release like a lot of information about it. And
I'm pretty sure we'll get something from that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and Spider-Man is going to be like, they're going to give you so much with Spider-Man that you're just going to be, oh, jumping for joy. It's going to be so good. And then Red Dead 2, we're going to get something. They're going to give us something for Red Dead. I know it.
To show,
Just a taste, you know,
right.
a
Tashel
bowl of soup.
says, yeah, as long as they keep releasing quality DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, there's no rush. Absolutely. So let's talk about, my crazy prediction for Sony is Crash Team Racing Remastered
Oh,
for
dude, that would
PlayStation
be
4.
great. I
I think
would
it'll be
buy that.
sick.
That
And they're
would.
in like the remastering mood too, so uh I think it's gonna be awesome. Let's move on to Nintendo. This will be the last one, guys. Get all your predictions for Nintendo, all that stuff. A real PlayStation Smash style game is my hopes. That'd be cool. Nintendo is in a position where they have the next 2 years to absolutely blow everybody out the water. Their sales can skyrocket because of the Switch and the games that they are releasing for the Switch. Because if you look at it, Charles, they're having Super Smash Brothers this year, and you're getting a Pokemon game. Then
Pokemon Let's
you're
Go,
getting,
right?
yeah, you're getting Pokemon Let's Go, and then you're getting the hard RPG Pokemon game next year, plus maybe Metroid Prime, maybe what else? Maybe the Yoshi game. I mean,
Ooh.
they exactly, they have set themselves up for the next 2 years that you're gonna be looking um absolutely crazy. Trevor said a CTR remaster would make angels cry thug tears. it would be it would be crazy if they did Crash Team Racing, man.
Yeah,
But
see
for
Cortex and
Nintendo, man,
everybody.
dude, it'd be insane. What do you think they're gonna do for Nintendo's online service? What do you think is gonna come with that? Because we know the pricing is gonna be like $4.99 a month, and it's gonna be $20 for a year.
So you saying Switch is going to start charging to play online for games?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's game
Yeah, they
changing.
said. Yeah.
So like I think this is going to open up a whole new realm for Nintendo Switch. I mean, you're going to be going into
Hmm.
Starbucks and you're literally going to see like people like you know how the Nintendo commercials always show people playing
Hmm.
devices together in public areas. Now you will actually see that. You know,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
never played my
Absolutely.
DS with anybody in real life. Like I
I
never went to
think
Starbucks and was like, yeah, let me play against you in Pokemon real quick.
exactly, and that's what Pokemon Let's Go I think is gonna like utilize. Of course, it isn't the RPG Pokemon game that Tashel's waiting for to get on Switch, as she said in comments. But I'm still excited because you're getting Super Smash Brothers and you're getting this Pokemon game that, yeah, it is going to utilize Pokemon Go, and I don't like Pokemon Go, but there's still a lot of things that we need to learn about it. But as long as it has some of the core aspects, at least we can fight trainers, at least I can have my own group of Pokemon, and and build them up and fight on the Nintendo Switch. I'm still pretty excited for this,
Well, this is
and I'm
really
pretty
just a
sure.
holdover, you know,
Yeah.
because the Pokemon CEO said 2019 the Switch RPG is going to be something we've all been waiting on. And if he's right,
Hmm.
I mean, Nintendo doesn't really, you know, not back up their promises. They always back up their promises usually. So, you know, I'm excited to see what that new Pokemon that they're hinting at is going to be.
Right. Right. I think this Pokemon game is just like you said, like a little placeholder to sell a lot of Switches for the
The real
Christmas
one.
year, for the holiday year. Not well, the real one also, but the one that's going on right now, the Pokemon Let's Go. I feel like it's a placeholder to sell a lot of Switches this year also, on top of Super Smash Brothers. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that bundle, if you get a bundle with Pokemon Let's Go, that thing is gonna sell like crazy. Because it's meeting two kind of fans, right? You're getting the Pokemon Go fans and you're getting the hard RPG fans like myself. They're both meeting to kind of play the Pokemon on Switch this year. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So like these Japanese folks, they are very smart in advertisement. They're very smart in trying to make the Switch sales skyrocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think this year and next year it's gonna be insane. What other game do you think they're gonna show? Like, do you think they're gonna show? Do you think this Star Fox rumor
Ooh.
is gonna make it out?
Maybe even a Star Fox remake for Switch. For like
What's that?
A Star Fox 64 remake for Switch.
I think that can happen. Yeah,
That would be great. I'll take that.
I think that would be
Dual
that'd be
barrel.
really awesome.
I just
Yeah.
want
Oh
to. I
yeah.
just
Right. In
want
public. Are we gonna see Metroid Prime? Are we gonna see Metroid Prime 4 in its glorious gameplay form?
Well, we're gonna see one of the iconic Nintendo characters. We have to. I mean, that's what sells Nintendo. They use a big character for a big leading game, and then
Hmm.
they'll have one of their lower, like niche kind of characters, like Metroid. Metroid is kind of a niche character, as in not everyone is a Metroid person, but everybody is a Mario, Luigi.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like I think they're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
lead with like tennis aces, you know,
Hmm.
and then
Dope.
like they'll be like, oh, we also got Metroid Prime 4 for all you other guys, they'll be like, hey,
Right.
that's cool.
Right. I think we'll definitely get a trailer from that. Maybe not no gameplay, but trailer. Did we mention Fortnite release date? I don't know if they mentioned a Fortnite release date, but I know it's
For
gonna be
Switch,
crazy. This is for Switch. Yeah. Yeah. It's coming to the
yeah,
Switch.
that's gonna be
Oh, what
insane.
happened? We didn't. We completely skipped over Last of Us Part 4. I mean
Oh,
Part 2.
that's part
Part
two,
4.
yeah. We actually skipped a
Yeah.
couple things. I wrote them down though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's like because we're like
there's
about
so
to hit like
much.
an hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, dang.
There's so
So
much we have
okay,
to
real
go over.
quick, Last of Us Part 2. What do you expect from Last of Us?
I'm expecting Game of the Year material right there. Like,
Right.
there's going to be a lot of competition for Game of the Year this coming year, but Last of Us 2 is going to have the story. And from playing The Last of Us Remastered, all I have is high hopes, because they did it right the first time. There's nobody that
Hmm.
says The Last of Us is a shit game. There's nobody that
Yeah.
says that.
I think PlayStation, like I said before, they have all the cards, so they just gotta execute on their press conference, and I think we'll all come out pretty high, like pretty happy. Back to Nintendo with Animal Crossing. I would like a official
Yes.
announcement for Animal Crossing, and hopefully it would come out this year.
Or Harvest
I would love
Moon.
that. Or a
Animal
Harvest
Crossing
Moon
or
game would be
Harvest
pretty
Moon.
sweet.
That would
Yeah.
get my girl
Any
off my
any.
back.
What about the Yoshi game? I don't think it will come until next year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep my fingers crossed for the Yoshi game right now because I mean, yeah, it's Yoshi. They haven't really given him the time to really shine yet, but we'll see
Yeah.
what kind of concept they come up, or what kind of concept and what kind of scenarios they come up with for his game.
Because they talked about, I mean, they didn't talk about it, but they showed a little bit of it. I think either last year or the year before that. And then I don't know if it's a Yoshi Island game, because that's my favorite Mario game, is Yoshi Island.
Oh, heck
Or if
yeah.
it's just going to be like a standalone like Yoshi game. But either way, I think that game is going to be huge for Switch. And it's whatever year it comes out, it's selling. It's going to sell like crazy.
Yeah, of course, dude. Just Yoshi, man. I mean, there are people that dress up every year to go to cosplay conventions as Yoshi. Like that's their
As
thing.
Yoshi. Gangsta. Gangsta, gangsta. Any Bayonetta stuff? I think Bayonetta 3 might get an announcement.
Ooh,
You had they remastered it. They remastered Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Switch. I think it's ready. And Bayonetta is one of the big exclusives for Nintendo. They love it. It's feeding to a more hardcore audience. I think they're gonna say something about Bayonetta.
yeah. I think they'll probably give you some kind of like teaser trailer or some kind of new character model or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be sick. Do you think we're gonna get another Zelda game? Something smaller, side game.
Nah. Maybe they'll introduce like a maybe like type of character like in the new Smash Brothers or something like that. But I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna do anything like game changing with Zelda this year, seeing as they pretty much abused Zelda the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
From Breath of the Wild to I was about to say Wind Waker. The
Wind
one,
Waker. Damn.
yeah, the one for Wii U, where you turn into a dog and stuff like that. For every new system they've had a new Zelda, and so they've already got the new Zelda for Switch, so they need to just go ahead and play with their Mario cards now.
Lorena said her little cousin Alex says he loves Yoshi Island. Yoshi Island also. I think he's too young to know that like the first one is the one I'm referencing to, but I'm pretty sure the other ones, the ones that came out for like DS and stuff, are really good also. I love those also. There really hasn't been a bad Yoshi Island game, to be honest. Everybody loves Baby Mario and Yoshi.
Like I can hear that Baby Mario screaming in my ear right now.
Oh my god, what an annoying! Oh my goodness, what's your crazy prediction for Nintendo Switch? Mine is, since they announced Sega Ages, they said they're gonna bring game. What is that game that died so quick? What is that console? Dreamcast. They said they're gonna bring
Ooh,
Dreamcast games over. I think I want a Sonic Adventure Battle 2 remake for
ooh, that
Switch.
was
I
nice.
love that game.
Sonic
I
Adventure
love that
Battle
game.
was fun.
It was awesome. I love the Chow Garden in that game. I love the stages. I love the level design. I love the soundtrack. It's awesome. Also, a yellow, blue, and red remake of Pokemon on Switch.
Ooh, that would be perfect. But I'm thinking
Hmm
that's what he was hinting at maybe for 2019. You
That's what I
know,
was thinking too. My mouth is watering thinking about this because I'm
I
so excited
know.
for Nintendo's.
And you know
Nintendo's is the
what?
one.
They should do it. They should do Pokemon Yellow as the get go. You know, have
Yeah.
Pikachu following you from just like old times. That would be great.
hmm That would
And
be
then
awesome.
yes,
Man,
it would be
like
great.
Nintendo has it. They just like a little bit like Sony, but maybe on a whole nother level, because I think Nintendo's on a different island by themselves. Um,
So
I
this might
think
be a little bit.
Nintendo.
Go ahead.
I think Nintendo is gonna have one of the best conferences, to be honest with you. I think they have so much to talk about, and I think they said their conference time is doubled. We're hearing rumors it's been doubled this year, so I'm really excited to hear what they have to say, because I think they have the most promising games that are around the Switch, and the Switch is the most innovative thing right now, and it's just on a whole new level. Real quick before you get into your statement, I want to read some of the comments. I
Go
don't trust
ahead.
Sonic games anymore. Oh, Cecile said I don't trust Sonic games anymore. You haven't played Sonic Mania then, because I understand, but if you played Sonic Adventure Battle 2, which was years ago, that was a good game. That was like one of the last Sonic games that were good.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, she's like he says, remake though would be fine. Yeah, it would be great. Chow Garden is what I live for, says Trevor. Yes, in-game content, the Chow Garden was the best thing to do. Like once you were done beating the game, Chow Garden was awesome.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Charles. I just wanted to
So
get that out the way.
So what I was thinking was maybe like my crazy prediction for the Switch. Well, this would be either Nintendo or Bethesda. Basically, that they would release Fallout 4 for Switch. Like, why haven't they done that?
Oh
You
yeah,
know, they've already done Skyrim. So what's the difference between
yeah.
Skyrim and Fallout? It's a time period.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. Wow. Yeah, I
So
think
we
that
got
would. Oh,
Fallout
dude,
4
I
on the
would get
go.
that. Yeah,
That'd be
I would play
cool.
that. I would get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would definitely get it, because Skyrim. I played Skyrim way too much. I'm not gonna get it for Switch. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I
Yeah.
would get. I would definitely get Fallout for Switch. Definitely.
Oh, and real quick, I know are we nearing the end of this? Are
Yeah,
you,
pretty close.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So, there was a couple things we kind of didn't go on. Cyberpunk
Hmm
2077. Uh,
Oh God, is that Bethesda? Is
no,
it?
that's
No. That's the
CD
CD Project
Project.
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh God.
yeah.
Um. Oh yeah.
So,
So some of the third party games that we did not go over. Yeah, we'll go over those real quick. Cyberpunk 2077. What are we getting from that? Are we getting a gameplay
I'm
trailer? What are we
thinking we're
getting?
getting gameplay. I think we're gonna actually get
Oh,
gameplay because the trailer was sick. It reminded me so much of Blade Runner. You know, I was just
uh,
like, what the heck? And then
oh,
I'm thinking, what else? I think Devil May Cry 5 maybe, because
mm-hmm,
Capcom just registered that domain. So we
right,
might be getting a reveal trailer for Devil May Cry 5. Hitman 2 was just revealed today, as in
sweet.
they're releasing the sequel to that, and it's got like a new co-op mode. Like you can play as one player plays as a sniper, and the other plays as the assassin on the ground. And then
Sweet.
Skate 3 and Skate 2 servers came back on yesterday. So
What does that
they're
mean though? Is there like a skate? What is it? What they're at
yeah,
4?
Skate 2 and Skate yeah, so they're on Skate 4, but they have not released anything in regards to this. But since
Mm-hmm.
the servers are back up, there's speculation that they may be releasing a Skate 4 tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow,
Maybe
but
somebody bumped into to like the Switch and was like, "Oh, damn it! I made the damn servers come back on.
right,
Ah,
right.
now they're gonna think we're making a new game."
That would be great. And then the last one I wrote down was Metro Exodus. Metro
Oh,
Exodus is
dude.
gonna be sick. The graphics
Yeah.
is gonna be sick.
Um.
The story is gonna be sick. I mean, if you haven't played Metro Last Light or Metro
Mhm.
2033, then you need to get on
Do it.
that.
Do
Like
it.
that's
Yeah.
like
Because
God
I
of
think
War.
they remastered, right? They remastered both of those for like PlayStation 4, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and they
Yeah.
remastered them on PC as well. So and they're pretty cheap actually. There's always a Steam sale for those actually.
Right.
But yeah, that's all I
For
got,
those on
man.
the master race. For those on
Yeah,
the master race.
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna be that kind of guy. I don't put people down on console anymore. I used
Yeah.
to, but man, PS4 and Xbox and Nintendo Switch, they have so much going for them. It's like I can't
Mhm.
even knock it because I don't have them. I don't
Yeah.
have them all.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, Metro. I played Last Light, loved it. It was awesome. I cannot wait for Exodus because it just seems like it's going to be even more scarier and a lot more survival aspect in
hmm
there. Anything else? Anything else before we log off here?
Um, as always, Red Dead 2, October, y'all.
Oh, dude,
Red
they
Dead
were
2.
talking about
That's all you gotta say.
multiplayer.
They're talking
Oh
about
my god, they were
multiplayer.
talking. Yeah.
They're talking about
Oh, I was like, oh my
interactions.
god,
I
this
mean,
was gonna be so awesome. Yeah.
I'm gonna be robbing trains. Like I'm gonna have
Mhm.
a robbing train stream. Where I just rob trains
That,
for 30, 40 minutes.
And if you guys want to catch him robbing trains, it will be on Hubchuck, right? On Twitch.
No, it's Bustash now.
Oh my God. It's Bustash
Yeah, Bustash. It's Bustash. Just
on
busting ass
Twitch.
sometime.
On Twitch. His last stream he was off that substance and it was amazing to watch. It was really nice. It was really funny. I watched basically the whole thing. I appreciate you coming back on the live stream so we could talk about all this awesome stuff for E3, guys. Everybody that is still here, you guys are awesome because it's been an hour and 30 minutes basically. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure you guys are back here for EA's press conference. We're going to be doing our pre-show at about, I believe it's going to be at about 9 o'clock. I'm going to put the pre-show on, and then we're going to go live at about, I want to say, let me pull up, matter of fact, real quick, y'all. Let me pull up the schedule so I can let y'all know exactly when we're going to go live with that. If you've seen the schedule on Facebook, of course, follow us on the Seoul Dojo. Where in God's name is my schedule? I like messed around and like deleted my schedule, I think.
Uh-oh. See? Can't be doing all that.
Nah, I got it. I got it. Okay, so we're going live with our live watch along. I'm gonna have E3 up. You guys don't have to like look for your own E3 stream and try to find your own E3 stream. I got it. I'm gonna have one up. We're gonna go live at 12:30 p.m. and then our post show will be live 30 minutes after. So I want to stress that real quick. 30 minutes after.